But if you want to live in the modern world, you will accept it. And I still see people out there saying, we don't have to agree to this. You already have. Unfortunately, people, I have a major wake-up call for you today. My digital ID video has gone down like a storm, and there are lots of questions that need answering, and some of you are not going to like the answer. You see, a lot of people out there think they've avoided the system because they never used biometrics. Well, here's the uncomfortable truth. If you own a smartphone, you already did. You can't even turn the thing on without accepting the terms and conditions. That gave the manufacturer, your network provider, and half a dozen third-party partners permission to collect and process your device data. I've said this over and over again. Once you accept the T's and C's and agree to their terms, you are compliant. And yes, that includes your camera, microphone, motion sensors, and facial mapping systems. Even if you don't use Face ID or fingerprint unlock, the hardware is still there, scanning, mapping, and learning. It needs to see your face to know you've chosen not to use Face ID. That data doesn't vanish into thin air. Apple, Google, Samsung, they all say your biometrics are stored securely on device. But what they don't mention is that every single authentication attempt, every login, every interaction still creates a behavioral signature tied to your user ID. That's part of what feeds the wider data ecosystem that digital ID will plug straight into. And unfortunately, people, those of you who think you won't comply, you are posting that very sentence on social media on a phone. You already consented. You are logged in. Your device is registered. Your behavior is tracked. Your identity is linked. You agreed to this over the last 10 years. I don't know what part of that people don't seem to get. You are not outside the system. You're not some voodoo James Bond who knows how to get around it. You're feeding it every single day. Turning off biometrics doesn't make you invisible. It just means you've disabled the visible tracking method, while the invisible ones keep running quietly in the background. And worst of all, you agree to it the moment you hit accept terms. That's the modern contract. Access in exchange for identity. And you can't really opt out without walking away from the entire digital world. So if you want to truly get away from it, deleted your Facebook account, every single piece of social media, throw your Samsung TV in the bin. If you truly want to be out of the digital world, get rid of all your digital tech. But you won't, will ya? Because it's convenient to have it. And that means you agree. I'm sorry to tell you this, but if you want to live in the modern world, you will accept it. And I still see people out there saying, we don't have to agree to this. You already have. And once you finally accept that, you can then join me in trying to fight against the transparency, the overreach, the state control, because that's the battle now, not stopping it. That ship sailed a long time ago.